भ्रमन्तो यत्सतारकाः.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. We'll read the synonyms, translation, and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Synonyms: no, never. Anye, by others. Adhishtitam was ruled. Bhadra, my good boy. Yat, which. Prajishnu, brightly glowing. Dhruva Kshiti, the land known as Dhruva Loka. Yatra, where. Graha, planets. Riksha, constellations. Taranam, and stars. Jyotisham, luminaries. Chakram, encirclement. Ahitam is done. Medhyam, around a central pole. Go, of bulls. Chakra, a multitude. What, like. Thasnu, stationary. Parastat, beyond. Kalpa, a day of Brahma, millennium. Vashinam, those who live. Dharma. Agni. Kashyapa, Shukra. Munaya, great sages. Yea, all of them who. Vana Okasa, living in the forest. Charanti, move. Dakshini, Kritya, keeping to the right. Brahmanta, circumambulating. Yat, which planet? Satarakaha, with all the stars. Translation: the Supreme Personality of Godhead continued, my dear Dhruva, I shall award you the glowing planet known as the pole star, which continues to exist even after the dissolution at the end of the millennium. No one has ever ruled this planet, which is surrounded by all the solar systems, planets, and stars. All luminaries in the sky circumambulate this planet, just as bulls tread around a central pole for the purpose of crushing grains. Keeping the pole star to their right, all the stars inhabited by great sages like Dharma, Agni, Kashyap, and Shukra circumambulate this planet, which continues to exist even after the dissolution of all others. Purport: although the pole star existed before its occupation by Dhruva Maharaj, it had no predominating deity. Dhruva Loka, our pole star, is the center for all the stars and solar systems, for all of them circle around Dhruva Loka, just as a bull crushes grains by walking around and around a central pole. Dhruva wanted the best of all planets, and although it was a childish prayer, the Lord satisfied his demand. A small child may demand something from his father, which his father has never given to anyone else, yet out of affection, the father offers it to the child. Similarly, this unique planet, Dhruva Loka, was offered to Maharaj Dhruva. The specific significance of this planet is that until the entire universe is annihilated, this planet will remain, even during the devastation which takes place during the night of Brahma. There are two kinds of dissolutions, one during the night of Lord Brahma and one at the end of Lord Brahma's life. At the end of Lord Brahma's life, selected personalities go back home, back to Godhead. Dhruva Maharaj is one of them. The Lord assured Dhruva that he would exist beyond the partial dissolution of this universe. Thus, at the end of the complete dissolution, Dhruva Maharaj would go directly to Vaikuntha Loka, a spiritual planet in the spiritual sky. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur comments in this connection that Dhruva Loka is one of the lokas like Shvetadvip, Mathura, and Dwaraka. They are all eternal places in the kingdom of Godhead, which is described in Bhagavad Gita, Tad Dhama Paramam, and in the Vedas, Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surya. The word Parstat Kalpa Vaishnam, transcendental to the planets inhabited after the dissolution, refer to the Vaikuntha planets. In other words, Dhruva Maharaj's promotion to the Vaikuntha lokas was guaranteed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna. We will chant the Mangala Charan prayers, dear devotees. If you know it, please unmute and chant alongside with me. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी कृष्णभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पातरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम रामा हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे रामा राम रामा हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे। ओम विष्णु बनाए कृष्ण भूतले श्रीमती राधा समीप नामिने हरे कृष्णा। So a quick background on how Dhruva Maharaj got delivered, right? He had a material desire, and how even a material desire transforms into, a perfect spiritual state. So, you know the story, correct? He was insulted by his stepmother, and in anger, he says that I want a kingdom which is even more, which is much more greater than the his grandfather Brahmaji. Brahmaji is the architect of material universe. He says, I want something bigger than that. You just don't allow me to sit. So this is power, correct? He is after, the power lust, what they call. So what we could understand from this thing, please understand, dear devotees, there are many pastimes, but all these pastimes, there's a lot of instructions for daily living, lot of instructions. So if we pay attention to this, if we are pursuing the Shastras regularly with a discipline, and hearing from bona fide sources, then we can understand what these lessons are. So like Radha Govind Swami Maharaj, he says scriptures are not just text. If you read it as text, this is just like a story, any other story. It could be okay, there was a prince, he got insulted, and this is what he did. But every line, every verse has deep philosophy and significance. And that context is where that context comes in. To understand that context is where you need a teacher, the person who understands it. So from here we can understand, in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, four types of person approach God. But it doesn't matter, whatever be your motive to come to God, continue in that pursuit towards spirituality, and it will never be in vain. So next is his mother directs him to Vishnu, who's the only shelter. Dhanurdhar Swami had said, what is shelter? Shelter is a place where your needs can be met. So typically we have our homes. So this whole last week, we had a big storm. Again, this weekend, we're going to have another storm. It is so cold. Cold is misery, Prabhupada said. Cold is misery, heat is austerity. So what happens? We stay indoors. It protects us from the elements. It shelters us from these elements. So his mother says that Vishnu is the only shelter. And Dhanurdhar Maharaj explained the real shelter is Krishna. Vishnu and Krishna are one and the same. Why? Because all your needs, every need that the jiva has, can be fully met, not halfway, fully met. In your house, you may come and the heater breaks down. Where is the shelter from cold? But with Vishnu, whatever is the need a jiva has, it is fully met and completely. Hare Krishna. So from here we can understand this one where his mother's directing is that there is what is called, there are different types of teachers. Path Pradarshak Guru, the person who shows you the way. So we also have this opportunity to be Path Pradarshak Guru when you go out distributing Krishna consciousness, the books, etc., and you give a book in the hand of another jiva, it starts his or her journey back to Godhead. When you're doing kirtan, people listen to it, it starts their journey back to Godhead. So then he goes into the forest, he meets Narad Muni, his spiritual master, who, seeing his determination, gives him a mantra to connect with Vishnu. Anyone knows what's the mantra?
What is the question, Papuji?
What is the mantra Narad Muni gave Ruwa?
Oh,
Om Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Huh?
Om Namo
Om
Bhagavate
Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Correct. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So he gave him that mantra. And he told him, you chant this mantra. And then, of course, the austerities that he went through. So what we understand from this is it's only through the mercy of Krishna. Krishna saw how determined Dhruva, Narad Muni tried to dissuade him. He's saying, you're just a little boy. Your age is to play. What are you doing here in the forest? You know, go back. But no, he says, no, I will. So seeing that determination, Krishna sent Narad Muni his way. And through the mercy of Narad Muni gave him the mantra with which he was able to concentrate on focus. Hare Krishna. So similarly, when we say through the mercy of Guru, one gets Krishna, and mercy of Krishna, one gets Guru. So what is that mercy? How to be recipients? Desire and determination. If you have a sincere desire, sometimes the desire is their casual desire, Hare Krishna. And then with great penance, he gets the darshan of Vishnu. And then, when he says that, he says, I was looking for broken pieces of glass, that desire which he had for material kingdom. What we can understand here, in spite of that, Krishna gives him much more than he expected. So any effort that is made in bhakti is never in vain. Krishna reciprocates many, many, many times over. Hare Krishna. So, what is the essence of this particular uh, two verses? So, there is the essence, jo bolte hai, the sar. If you understand this, then you really can um, uh, appreciate what it is all about, beyond just the story line which is there. Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, when talking about essence, a thought came in my mind. Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, a monk from Radha Gopinath Mandir in Chopati, Mumbai, he has said that fidelity to the essence and flexibility in its distribution means sharing it. Fidelity to the essence. So there is so much, there is so many, the philosophy, the essence, what the Guru Parampara has given us. Always stay true to it. Do not deviate from that. That remains the truth. So fidelity to the essence, flexibility in how it is shared. How it is shared. Through the time, there's different tools like technology. We're using PowerPoint, we're using computers. Chaitanya Charan Prabhu gave a very nice class. Latest we have now is artificial intelligence. So how you can make AI, use of AI to prepare for your classes or anything for research work, whatever. How all these tools assist Yukta Vairagya principle, using everything in service of Krishna, and also what are the guardrails to maintain. So coming back, sorry for the digression, essence. What is the essence of this particular two texts? So here what it says is being fixed in devotion. Then what happens is Krishna takes charge of you. So all of us are doing things, all of us, whatever be our station in life, we are performing some activities, we are chasing some goals, whatever it be, however big, small, doesn't matter. But however, it is not fulfilling. It is not fulfilling. We're always um, going after something, going after something, going after something. No surety. So person who is fixed, see here, fixed in devotion, not doable if able. Sometimes when I feel like I'll do it, when I have time, I will do it. Who's fixed in devotion, then Krishna takes charge of you. And then life, whatever we are living, whatever activities we are doing, gets direction and stability. Hare Krishna. So it has three major themes, these two shlokas. The first one is Prabhupada has explained that how North Star, Dhruva Loka is the North Star, how it is the cosmic pivot. Everything is rotating around the North Star. So from here we can learn that similarly, the entire creation, material and spiritual, revolves around Vishnu, Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita, he says, just like pearls are strung along the string. So he is that string. Everything is around Krishna. Dharma, duty, occupation, essence is all around bhakti. In absence of bhakti, it is meaningless. And similarly, just as all the stars, they revolve around uh, Dhruva Loka, similarly, a devotee life must revolve around center. It means bring Krishna in the center. Krishna should be the center of our lives. Hare Krishna. Next is stability in a temporary universe. Here we know, we all have experienced as nothing is ever permanent. It's always changing. Dualities over here. So what Prabhupada has said that even during the devastation, we know that there are two types of devastation. One happens every night, and one is the final at the end of Brahma's 100 years, some 311 trillion human years, something. So even at that end, the entire, all material creation is goes back into Mahavishnu, Hare Krishna. But what it says over here, we can understand from here, is material achievements, no matter what. We don't have to wait for Brahma's night. We know our lives, whatever is our lifetime, gets over. Whatever is our success gets over. Whatever is the happiness gets over. Correct? So it's all temporary over here. So whatever we may do in a material state, it will always collapse. However, devotional service, that credit is never, never erased. It continues. It continues beyond all this temporary situations. Hare Krishna. And then very important, bhakti transforms desire, doesn't suppress it. There are different schools of philosophy and spirituality. Is you just negate everything. No, 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 no. But the very function, the soul, is an active principle. It cannot remain inactive. It has desires. These desires, it's natural. It's a natural condition for the soul to have the desires. So you should not tamp down the desire. What you have to do is you have to shift the focus of the desire. Today, our desire is all centered around ourselves and our extensions. I, me, myself, and mine. Ahamta and mamata. Whatever we are doing, whatever desire we have is all around this. So we are the pole star of our life. So what you have to do, that very same desire, don't suppress it. You'll only be able to suppress it for a temporary time. It's a material activity. And the second point, we know temporary universe. It's just a matter of time. Again, it will come back. Desires will come back. So what you do is remove that. Instead of you being the pole star of your life, make Krishna. So those very same desires get elevated. It gets purified. Hare Krishna. So my Gurudev, His Holiness Radhana Swami, Krishna doesn't reject us for our impurities. He purifies us through our relationships. It's very, very important keeping the Sangha of Vaishnavas. When you have the Sangha of Vaishnavas, gradually these desires which are there, this pivot of I, me, myself being in the center, that gets replaced by Krishna. So Dhruva asked for a kingdom which was greater than Brahma's, and see what Krishna gave him. He gave him a whole planet. Okay? Eternal fame. Since when? Till today, we are discussing about Dhruva Maharaj. He gave him pure devotion and then the final liberation. Hare Krishna. So, what are our takeaways, dear devotees, from this? Is become like Dhruva. Dhruva means steady, atal, can't be moved. So, similarly, our practices should be steady. And one way to do it is non-negotiable. On last Sunday, I was talking to a devotee, and we got talking to about chanting and the difficulties in chanting. So he said, I do 1 or 2 rounds, Prabhu. So I said, 1 or 2. He's saying, it depends, on the availability of time. So then we were sharing with him, how you first need to make a commitment. Otherwise, it is doable if able. If I get time, if my mood is there, or whatever else there is. So one way to do this to become fixed in sadhana is fix a time, whatever is there. We all have 24 hours. How we use that 24 hours. So if you say that every day at this time, I'm going to do japa, then do only japa, nothing else. You see what time works best for you. Of course, they recommend early morning times because the quality of japa done in the early morning hours, there are less distractions, so it's better. But whatever in your starting stage, take a fixed time and I will do japa in that time. Hare Krishna. Even imperfect chanting, do it. Doesn't matter. It's fully offense, aparad. Do not shy away. Oh, I'm committing a mistake. Still do it. Hare Krishna. Because that steadiness will bring about the transformation. Hare Krishna. Let life revolve around Krishna. Many a times we try to fit Krishna into our life. Yeah, I like the philosophy. It makes sense. And somehow or the other, I'll bring Krishna. He's like a um, guest appearance. In movies you have, there's the main hero, whatever it is, the main star cast, and then guest appearance, just a little. So, no, make him the hero of your life. Hare Krishna. So, whatever we are doing, even thinking, we can use it as a um, act of devotional service. The thoughts that we have, that think, whatever, is this bringing me closer or is it taking me further to Krishna? Will it please Krishna and his devotees, Guru and Gauranga? So that kind of an attitude brings about the transformation. Bhakti is integration, not an escape. So every facet of our life can be an act of devotional service. Hari Bol. Trust Krishna's long-term plan. There will be reversals guaranteed, no matter who you are, no matter whether you're a beggar on the street or a king in the palace, and everyone in between. There will be reversals. Doesn't mean a person who is taken to bhakti is now, all problems are taken care of. No, problems will be there. We are in this material nature. We will encounter these dualities. You can't change that condition. However, you can change your response to it. Dhanurdhar Maharaj had said, karma is what is happening to you. Whatever is happening to us is because of our action, and we are getting that reaction. Either the actions performed in this lifetime or in previous lifetimes, we do not know. Good or bad, whatever is happening. So that is what happens to you. Destiny is what you make of it. How you respond to it shapes your destiny. So what over here it says over here is that whenever there are reversals, instead of getting depressed and dejected, right? Think, how is Krishna shaping my faith? Is it making it stronger? Is it making it weaker? What is my trust in Krishna? Am I a fair weather friend to Krishna? Only when the going is comfortable and smooth? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, how I love Kirtan. Oh, how I love the devotees. And when something goes wrong, Krishna, why are you doing this to me? So, trust is long-term plan. Remember, dear devotees, Krishna gives what we need, not what we want. Hare Krishna. So finally, in conclusion, is doesn't matter wherever we are, start and continue through discipline. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. We have a couple of minutes. If anyone has any questions, we can take one or two. Otherwise, we can put it in Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Very nice, Prabhuji. Very nicely explained. You touch upon the point, like whenever we go to book distribution or other services, so we are like bona fide gurus, like people are watching us and we get that, right? And they are also getting the inspiration. So recently, um, like I go to Saturday service, um, and Madhupati Prabhuji asked me to give a class, and I was giving class, and new person, like new boy from Rutgers, very freshly graduated, he was there, and then he was asking question, and still he is in contact with me. And then he came, Utkarsh Prabhuji introduced me. Then I told him my daughter and my son also from Rutgers, you can join the Bhakti club and all that. And now, like next time when I saw him, totally changed, like no beard, and he was looking totally different. And he started chanting 16 rounds also. So that time I was thinking how people are watching us, right? We are like, they are watching us, what we are doing, and they get inspiration. So we have so much great responsibility on our shoulder to give them, so that we have to be very nice in a nice attire, behaving nice, doing good services. Then only they will get that. We also got same thing. Now we were watching senior devotees, and then we got inspiration. So that is really good point, Prabhuji, you brought up. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Thank you very much, Amitabh Babu. We'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day ahead. And we'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Yeah.
Jai Nrsimha, Jai Nrsimha, Jai Jai Nrsimha, Praladesha, Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Lingam. Ugra Veera
Gurveeram
Mahavishnu
Mahavishnu
Tarantam
Jalantam
Sarvatomukham
Sarvatomukham Narsingham
Nrsingham
Bhajanam
Bhishyanam
Bhadram
Bhadram Mrityum
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 Namamyam.
Namamyam. Nrsimha Bhagavan ki jai, Prahlad
Jai.
Jai,
Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas.
Vanchakalpatarubhasya
Kripa
Nirvacha Patitanam
Bhavane Vaishnavi
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo.
Vaishnavinda ki jai.
Jai,
Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai,
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Gaur Premanande.
Hari 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 Bol. Thank you everybody. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Bo.